Greetings everyone and welcome to the Occult Think Tank. My name is Greg. In this video I am going to show you the type of behavior that is typical of Christians online. This dialogue started because I left a few comments on a preacher's video on YouTube. That preacher is named Shannon Lawson. The one that responded to me and displays Christian behavior is named Shannon Lawson. While I can't prove the two are related, it seems highly likely that this was personal from the jump. I don't know if Shannon Lawson thought, hey, if I quote the Bible, that will shut him up. Well, clearly Shannon Lawson had no idea who he was dealing with when he gave the most piss-poor attempt at quoting the Bible that I have seen and not be completely made up. In my initial post, I said I would reject any book that claims day and night could happen without a sun. The Bible claims the sun was not created until day 4. So riddle me this. How do you have day and night for day 1, 2, and 3 without a sun? To which Shannon Lawson responded, a day with the Lord is as 1,000 years. That is an attempt at quoting 2 Peter 3:8. The thing is, I don't go by what Christians will claim is in the Bible. I'll actually look it up. And here is 2 Peter 3:8. But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day with the Lord is as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. Before I break down exactly why Shannon Lawson's initial response was the stupidest thing that he could have said, I want to follow it up with what I had responded with immediately. That makes no sense. How do you have day and night without a sun? The sun wasn't created until day 4. 4,000 years to your stupid thinking. To which he replied in 2 different ways. First, thing is, it makes no sense to you. You know nothing of doctrine. You're blinded to it, and I can tell by your attitude you'll stay that way. I sure as fuck hope so. Because doctrine? I don't give a fuck about doctrine. I care about evidence. Doctrine is defined as a Bible doctrine is an absolute truth or teaching found in Holy Scripture. Well, there is nothing holy about the Bible. There is nothing holy about a book that advocates genocide, murder, human sacrifice, scapegoating, slavery, infanticide, rape. I could go on and on. However, within that definition was the word absolute. And there are Christians that will try to do this absolute type of shit. Here is a quote from Lord Acton. Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. The bottom line with the idea of absolute power, the idea of a God, absolute power means the God figure not only can do anything that it wants, but anything that it does is good because it does it. This means the God could behave no different than Adolf Hitler. And Christians would say it is good because it is coming from God. It is an absolutely immoral, unethical, tyrannical mindset. Here is the second way Shannon Lawson had responded to that same post. Here comes the personal attacks. All because you're angry at God. You poor little angry man baby. I find it ironic that he ended that with a personal attack. But as you can see, Shannon Lawson then went on to do this man baby thing, not just that once, not even twice, 4 times. And what I had pointed out was, and said, was 4,000 years to your stupid thinking. What I had said was not a personal attack. It was an observation of the type of thinking that he was engaging in. Because my initial question was only addressing the idea of this being 3 days. So all he would have had to have accounted for to answer my initial question would be 3 days. Instead of doing that with what he had responded with, he made it that it wasn't 3 days that he had to account for. It was 3,000 to 4,000 years. This is not only digging a hole, it is compounding the problem to the extreme. Because not only does he now have to explain how you have a 24-hour day cycle without a sun, but thousands of years without a sun. But a bigger problem is, how the fuck do you determine a year if you have no sun? The year that we have is based on the Earth's rotation around the sun. If the sun did not exist for 3,000 to 4,000 years, what the fuck was the Earth rotating around? This is why his initial post that this stupid thinking was addressing, it was an observation of the stupid thinking he's engaging in. But he was so butthurt, it bothered him so much that I had said, your stupid thinking, that he went absolutely insane and did the very thing he accused me of doing, and did it not once, not twice, 4 fucking times. That's how Christians act. They will jump on you if you even get one toe out of line, but they will put their whole body over the line, and you're supposed to ignore it. That is Christian behavior. Sandwiched between his crying about personal attacks and engaging in personal attacks himself, he has yet another stupid, I could even say moronic, statement of, all because you're angry at God. Shannon Lawson, or any Christian, how is an atheist angry at something they do not believe exists? This is fucking stupid. If you don't want to be called stupid, don't fucking act stupid. Don't say stupid shit. Fucking think before you put something out there. I am no more angry at a god than I am angry at the Tooth Fairy, the Easter Bunny, the Boogeyman, Santa Claus, or any other made-up fictional character. He then went on to say, as you see in front of you, you're a literalist, and literalists are stupid. Sorry, stupid. What is stupid is for him to actually say, you're a literalist. Shannon Lawson, I am not a fucking list. A list is a piece of paper with writing on it. I'm a human being. Clearly, Christians want to completely dehumanize anyone that isn't like them. That must be the Christian way. The thing is, how the fuck are you supposed to take the creation story if not literally? What? Figuratively? It was figurative days? then why don't you fuckers accept evolution? Because we have literal evidence for that. But you have no evidence for any of the bullshit. And what's more, a simple question like what I had asked of how do you have day and night without a sun? A basic fucking question. If there was a question that was this goddamn obvious with evolution, you Christians would be jumping all over it with both feet. But when it is regarding your shit, you want to act as if it doesn't exist or shouldn't even be asked. Because all that matters is doctrine. Evidence doesn't mean shit to you. Facts don't mean shit to you. Reality doesn't mean shit to you. Because it's not about what is real. You don't care about things that are real. You only care about things that are imaginary. The thing is, he then responds with, I'm not here to argue with you or to convince you. You've made up your mind. And then he does his personal attack shit again, because that's the Christian way. I'll be just fine, laugh all you want. I'm not the one who's angry, trolling preachers' YouTube videos, pathetic. Thing is, I'm not angry at a God, because the God I have no evidence exists. What I am pissed off at are Christians like you, Shannon Lawson, that are a piece of dog shit. And probably your father, Charles Lawson. While I can't prove you're fucking related, you're seemingly just as goddamn stupid. But as far as trolling, no. Why doesn't your dad just turn off comments like other Christian YouTubers do? Like Wretched Radio type of bullshit. And a lot of Christians will just turn off comments because they don't want to hear from anybody. They want you to listen to them, but don't you dare say shit to them. They don't want to hear it. Because that's what it comes down to. You don't want to hear it. You don't want to have a dialogue with somebody that's not like you. The only comments you might want, or your dad might want, is stroking his tiny dick to give him an ego boost when he doesn't deserve shit. He doesn't even know what's in his own goddamn Bible. The thing is, he then says, I'm not here to address anything with you. I'm here to put you in your place, buddy. You're trolling. End of story. Name calling from the gate. I asked you, who in this has been the one that has been name calling? Pointing out where what he is saying is fucking stupid is an observation. The one that is engaging in name calling and trolling, because trolls will not stay on topic. They will not give anything of substance. And that is exactly what Shannon Lawson is doing. He thinks he's putting me in my place? Really? With what, Shannon Lawson? Man baby, man baby, man baby. Shannon Lawson, is man baby one word or two? Because you seem to be fucking confused. Half the time you say it, you type it as one word, and half the time you have it as two words. I don't even think you know what it is because it's bullshit. But the thing is, Christians will not have a dialogue about their stupid bullshit because they know they can't win. They know what they're spouting is bullshit. I am going to close this with what really was a setup question from me. And it was one that his response shows just how dishonest he is, as well as how none of this bullshit matters. I had said, name a crime or sin your pale Christ didn't die to pay for. Name one. Now, the truth of the matter is, I've asked this to other Christians and actually gotten a response, and they have pointed out and said that there isn't one, that he died to pay for them all, which sets right up for then you're pro-pedophile, you're pro-child rape, so forth, that any crime you want to do, you can do it because Jesus died to pay for it. It doesn't give you a admonishment to not engage in behavior, but it encourages you to do whatever the fuck you want because it's paid for. But Shannon Lawson had said anyone who would try to discuss anything with you is wasting their breath. You've made up your mind and God has closed your eyes to see any truth. It's really sad. If what he would be claiming would be true, it would be sad. The thing is, I would want to know from Shannon Lawson, how the fuck does he know what's in my mind? I really want to know the basis of where that claim comes from. What's he basing that on? I think he's just pulling it out of his ass, to be honest. But to say God has closed your eyes to see any truth, then this God will close my eyes to see any truth, then condemn me and torture me for not seeing what it made impossible for me to see. So Shannon Lawson, your God is Hitler, or worse than Hitler, because this is going back to the plagues in Egypt that ended with infanticide, that the God wasn't done until it did one plague more, which was slaughtering babies. Shannon Lawson, why do you worship pure evil? I guess it would explain your behavior. You won't answer any fucking thing. You'll only try to deflect and act all high and mighty of, I'm here to put you in your place. Then Shannon Lawson, start fucking putting me in my place. Provide evidence your God exists. That it's not just imaginary bullshit. And don't you dare try saying anything in the Bible is literal, because don't be a literalist. Remember your own words, literalists are stupid. So if you literally think a literal Jesus literally died for your literal ass, you're literally stupid because you're a literalist. It's all imaginary. That's all you have. Imaginary doctrine made up by your cult. Because they're only interested in your obedience to their doctrine. Feel free to leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. Talk to you later, people.